and then I'm going to basically tell Christy what kind of how her sex drive is. So, okay.
Great.
So, first off, and then we'll ask Peter some true or false questions. Okay, Christy. And Christy, by the way, has not seen these questions ahead of time, so she might be a little scared after I ask some of these. Okay, Christy. Pretty simple questions. When you see a glamorous lingerie shop, do you have a quick peep through the window? Are you B, are you tempted by a leopard print bra you might wear once? C, get straight in there and put your credit card through its paces? Or D, keep walking to Marks and Spencer. You have an endless supply of sensible white pants.
Probably just window shop.
Okay, so you have a quick peek through the window.
Peek through the window.
Second question. You're in the mood for sex. A, all the time, morning and night. B, rarely. You just can't summon up the energy, time, and interest. C, at least once or twice a month. Or D, every weekend, but you find it difficult initiating it.
What were the choices again? Was there a 24/7 in there?
There's all the time in here, pretty much.
Do I have to answer this?
Sure,
Okay,
yeah, the best one you can.
I knew you'd put me on the spot. Okay, how about every weekend?
Okay. Okay, when you watch a sexy scene in a film, do you A, fantasize about what it would be like to actually experience that scenario? B, plan to recreate that scene at home as soon as possible? C, think to yourself how unrealistic Hollywood is. No one has sex life like that. Or D, wish your life had more sexy scenes in it.
Well, I guess I'd have to go with the last one there. Wish my life had more sexy scenes.
Oh, that's too bad. Making time in your life for intimacy is A, a distant goal you have yet to achieve. B, something you try to do but often just get too busy. C, something you do regularly. Or D, at the bottom of your priority list.
At the bottom of my priority list, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Say.
All right, okay, so here's an easy one. You feel sexy. A, always. B, rarely. C, sometimes. Or D, often.
Often.
Sexy.
Sometimes. Sexy sometimes.
And she doesn't always dress like this, everybody. She usually dresses in like black and white clothes and church attire. So
black and white clothes behind
like we never
bars
know. We never knew she had a tattoo on until tonight. It's crazy. It's the first time we've seen it. So, ever. Okay, so here's another question. When you're with a man you find attractive, you feel A, anxious, B, the same way you always do, D, full of life, or D, aroused?
Sweaty palms wasn't in there? Aroused.
She feels aroused when that. I heard she was nervous when she's around an attractive man. I thought that's what
that
she told
wasn't
me.
a choice, so I had to.
You said you were attractive when you talked to that guy. You seemed like, so I was like, man, you must feel attracted to everybody you always talk to. Anyway, okay, 7. Seeing yourself naked in the mirror is A, extremely empowering. You feel gorgeous. B, something. B, something you try to avoid. C, okay on some days, bad on others. Or D, fine. It can even make you feel more confident.
C. Good some days, bad some days.
Okay, a couple more. For you to initiate sex, it would take A, a romantic evening or a sexy film. B, nothing special. Just give me the man in the moment. C, a complete personality transplant. You're just not the type. Or D, a change of scenery. You need lots of time and no pressure.
What was the first one?
A romantic evening or sexy film.
Oh, damn. Go with the second one.
Okay, so here's the better question. The best part of sex is A, spending some quality time with your partner. B, the touching and caressing. C, there are too many good parts to choose. Or D, it's been so long I can't remember.
Been so long I can't remember. I'll have to be honest with that one.
All right, well, 10. If my sex life were a film title, it would be The Towering Inferno, Gone with the Wind, Somewhere in Time, or A Few Good Men.
Oh, let's go with A Few Good Men.
All right, well, basically, in my opinion, I think Peter's going to have to make the choice here, okay, Peter? Decide which one Christy needs based on her questions, which I must say were not, not exactly sexually charged.
In need of a jolt.
Okay, so Peter thinks Christy's in need of a jolt. So basically, Christy, Peter's saying your sexuality and your sex life could do with some recharging. It's time to replace those dying batteries with fresh ones and enjoy sex again. By gaining a better, deeper understanding of your own sexuality, you can strengthen romantic relationships, boost your self-esteem, and enhance everyday living.
Right on. Hey, what's the address of the studio so we can have some people drop some batteries off for me?
And by the way, Peter took the same question and answer thing earlier, and Peter's basically charged and ready, and says you're one hot. Basically, Peter thing says you're one hot stud, totally in tune with your sexuality, and this was Peter, and enthusiastic about sex. You're a confident man who knows what he likes sexually. You're not afraid of taking control or satisfying your urges. It's great that a man can get as much pleasure from sex as you can. So.
Way to go, Peter.
All right, so these are basically true or false questions for Peter about males. So let's see if Peter can answer some of these. Okay, Peter. This is all sexual educational purposes. Okay, so true or false, Peter. A normal man's member, when it is hard, sticks straight out from the body at a 90-degree angle.
That's false. It's like a banana.
That's true. It's true. It's false. It's true. Okay. Question 2. And Peter already kind of heard this earlier. An average hard, his length is about 7 inches.
It's false.
That's true.
True.
The average is actually about 5 to 5.5 inches. That's a good one. Oh yeah, it's Mike. Peter said. Peter. Well, Christy, can you switch off? I'll just do this with you, Peter. Okay. Peter didn't have a mic. We didn't have an extra mic, so you may have missed some of the stuff that Peter had asked. Okay, you can tell how large a guy's equipment is when it's hard by how big it is when it's soft. You can also get a pretty good idea of how big a guy's is by the size of nose, feet, or hands.
That's false.
that is an old wives' tale. That is false. Okay, erect blank blank can change color and look purple, red, or just get really dark in color.
Oh, it can get pretty dark.
That is true, surprisingly enough. Okay, question 5, Peter. There are 3 different substances that can come out of a healthy 2 of them are clear in color, and 2 of them can contain sperm, but they're not the same 2.
What?
I asked Jessica that and Chris that earlier, and they didn't know either. Okay, question 6. Semen is produced entirely in the testicles.
That is true.
That is actually false.
Oh.
It's combined product of several different glands. So, okay, so basically those that is a dying one right there for Peter and his questions. So, I'm going to ask some of these to Christy and Peter and see if they like them. All right, so get that back to Christy. Okay, so this is just asking knowledge. You can just answer the best way you can. Can girls get pregnant the first time they have sex?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, what is meant by the phrase unprotected sex?
No condom.
No protection whatsoever of any kind.
Yeah. Christy's correct.
Diaphragm, no condom, no birth control.
At what age is a guy able to get a girl pregnant?
That's a good one.
Like,
you know the answer?
I do not.
13?
It doesn't. It says if you're a guy and you're having sex, regardless of your age, you can get a girl pregnant at any time. You can have it. So anytime you can get it up. Okay. At what age do you have to start using birth control when having sex?
Well, when you start having sex, period.
That's correct. Same exact question. Exactly. If a guy is a virgin, can he get me pregnant?
Yeah.
Well, if he's still a virgin, he can't because he hasn't done anything. But yeah.
This next question
Get
for
you
Peter.
pregnant? Is that what I don't know, Eric.
What is it meant by penetration, Peter?
When you penetrate the...
Orifices. There's that word again.
Oh, man. Okay, if the girl doesn't have an orgasm, can she still get pregnant?
Yes.
It doesn't matter what she's doing.
Can a girl get pregnant from oral sex?
No.
That's correct, Peter. How did you know that?
Because your mouth doesn't produce semen.
Is it true that you can't get pregnant if you have sex in the water?
Yeah, you can.
That's not true.
Yeah, you can get pregnant in the water. You can.
Unless it's really hot water, and then your sperm can die.
How do you know that?
I just made that up.
Okay.
Well, for educational purposes, scratch that last one.
It's actually a question that most people always ask. If you have sex, when a girl's in her period, can you get her pregnant?